Hello and welcome to another edition of our Women's Basketball Roundtable. I'm Sam Ficarra. I'm joined by Jordan Kay, Leah Soto, and Gigi McKetty. So guys, since our last show, ASU has gone 2-2. They defeated Oregon and Washington State, but then lost to the better teams, Oregon State and Washington. So what do you think is the biggest reason why ASU's been so inconsistent, Gigi?
Honestly, I think a huge part of it is fatigue. I mean, you've got a young team, and they're being led by two seniors. They're going to get tired. They're carrying the team like the whole way through, and it's just a lot of fatigue from the younger girls. Robbie Ryan's dropped off a little bit in stats. Sabrina Haynes has picked up, but it's not enough. You need more than three players working together on that court.
Yeah, I completely agree. We see them drop off a lot in the second quarter. I think it has something to do with them going out and playing really hard from the get-go, and then they get tired and slow down in the second quarter, and they can't figure out like what they're doing the rest of the quarter, and then they have to come back in the third and fourth and try and pick up what they lost.
It's just defense. They're allowing just way too many shots, and they're letting these guards. Washington, Kelsey Plum is the nation's leading scorer, but they let her have 26 shots. How are you going to win a game when the nation's leading scorer is getting 26 shots? They should have adjusted their defense, should have double teamed somewhere. And with the injury to Kelsey Moose, they're having to play a guard guarding a forward, and it's not going well every time. Since Kelsey Moose has got injured, ASU's defense has just been on a spiral downwards. It's been terrible, and they need to pick it up. I don't know if they need to start Kiana Ibis at the 3 instead of Robbie Ryan. Maybe that'll help them get bigger and defend more people, but they got to do something soon.
Yeah, definitely in Sunday's game against Washington, I felt like ASU gave up a ton of offensive rebounds to Chantel Osahor. Like they would just pretend she got 3 rebounds and then she's able to get a layup, and you just can't. ASU cannot win like that when they're giving up second chance points because they already struggle coming from behind. So there's not a high scoring offense. So like I said, ASU has 2-2. So now, what are some areas you guys hope they improve as we head down the stretch here?
I'm going to say, like, boxing out. You can't get those offensive rebounds or even defensive ones if you can't box out. And again, that comes with the fatigue and being young. They can't just body other girls off the ball or more experienced girls. It's hard for them. But once they can nail that down, like, they'll start doing better.
I'm going to go with the obvious answer of shooting and say that they need to pick up on the offensive front. You can't focus solely on defense. You got to make sure that you're scoring too.
And with that offense, they just need to start making higher percentage shots, taking higher percentage shots. Right now, Sophie Bruner took 16 shots but only made 6 of them. I don't know if that's just Chantel Osahor just being a monster in the paint, but you got to let these guards get inside, let Sophie Bruner get the ball for the first quarter, then kick it out. You got to move the ball, do something to where these girls are getting higher percentage shots, not taking late shot clock threes or chucking up something. When these great Pac-12 defenders are on you, you're going to have to make easy buckets.
Yeah, like something that made ASU was so successful was Riley Richardson driving into the paint and creating layups. And that's just something that ASU has not done recently because of the struggles. They're trying to so hard, I think, to try to go inside to Dornstar and Bruner, but then it's limiting the production of the backcourt as well. And Charlie said that she thinks ASU's getting more confidence, especially with the three-point sort of coming around these last couple of games. So to close out the season, ASU has Arizona twice this weekend, and then they have USC and UCLA, both teams they lost to when they went to LA. So how do you guys think ASU will finish the season?
Well, I think they're going to do well against Arizona. Now, at their home court, I'm not too sure. I feel like they could fall into the pressure, but I think they will do well against them, give a good competition, good fight. But I feel like they're really going to struggle against UCLA again because they're a tough team. They're one of the top teams, and they just can't seem to beat them.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think that they'll probably pick up the games against Arizona. I'm not too sure about USC, but against UCLA, I think they're going to have a tough time.
I see ASU going 3-1, winning both the Arizona games and USC in LA, but losing ultimately to UCLA. They need to get revenge against USC, who beat them in just a terrible game that ASU played. They should have won that game. And then U of A is just a inferior opponent, and I see ASU taking 3 out of the 4.
Yeah, I have to agree with Jordan. I think they'll probably go 3-1. I think they'll beat Arizona. They should win both of those games. The USC's a toss-up because they know what happened the first time around. And then UCLA is also toss, so they could be fighting for the 4 seed. That could be the tiebreaker game for the 4 seed. So this should be an interesting final 2 weeks heading into March. So for our Women's Basketball Roundtable, I'm Sam Ficarra, Jordan Kay, Leah Soto, and Gigi McKetty. Thanks for watching. For all of our women's basketball coverage, make sure you go on devilsindetail.com.